You're mixing that. You're misconstruing that. This was an ongoing business. I mean, this was already an ongoing business music relationship with trying to get this song. That was it. That didn't come in. My daughter met him in April. My daughter went back and forth through May, June, July, August. You understand? That's 4 months of back and forth traveling with a family member, going back and forth to work on her song, and there's a song that we was paying for, by the way, that he was supposed to write, that he agreed to produce if she had it, if she could handle the backstage touring and this and that. Not him signing her. He already set off the break. He wasn't signing. Oh, I didn't need him to sign. My daughter already had avenues. We needed a song. That was it. So that's what people keep misconstruing.
For real, man. I'm tired of shit. Fuck all that. Y'all gonna leave me alone. Fuck that. Hey, we got beef.
Well, what?
Fuck these motherfuckers like it's shit. Yeah. You ready? I'm finna go there. Now you know you finna go. We got smoke, beef. Yeah, take one of them pistols with you. Take one of them guns. We got beef. Nigga might see you at the gas station or something. I'm pushing. You know what I mean? Leave that little girl alone. Man, find somebody else, man. There's other people in this fucking case. Y'all finna leave her alone. Or we getting ready to have some real motherfucking problems in real life. Leave her the fuck alone. Like, I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Man.
Man, no, she worked for them. She worked for them. Yeah, she worked for them. Oh, it's sick, bro. It's sick. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Them niggas that ain't getting paid.
Right.
Them niggas that ain't getting paid.
I know what you're saying.
Y'all know y'all live in that crew. You see this guy that's on this motherfucker about him paid. Y'all get in contact with him. Y'all get in contact with him. Because all I want is I want this nigga to have to walk alone. With nothing but him, my motherfucking daughter, and Tim goddamn daughter. That's what I want. I will pay you niggas to not walk the streets of Chicago with him. If the nigga get out.
Tonight.
And I will pay you until the fuck I get.
A black man out here have a criminal past, this and that. And you want to stack all of this fucked up shit that y'all done, and both of you niggas been to prison, up against me being in trouble in 1999 and me being indicted now. And then when you gonna read the indictment, you won't even give me the common courtesy to read the shit correctly. You know, I'm not charged with identity theft. I didn't steal no one's information. It says it in the indictment. I'm not charged with identity theft. I'm charged with bank fraud. I told you what I did. And I told you that I'm guilty of it.
The lawyer, Michael who? Huh?
Avenatti.
Huh? Michael who? Talk to me, goddammit.
And see, this is the thing.
I just thought about it.
This is the thing about it, what people don't know. This is what people don't know. That's been my lawyer for a long time. We just been keeping it under wraps because I never wanted to go public. But we at a point now when you got somebody else going against so public, that's their fight in the ring. So I had to join it. So I had to get somebody that can understand it and fight it. If this is aggressive, this as of aggressive that I would if it was in the street. So this was his playing field. So he was the best choice. This man is a monster at what he do. So I have to sit back and let him drive his car and know that I'm right there.
All right. Do you know that the things about Michael Avenatti, the little backlash and domestic abuse and all that shit?
That's what makes me attract to him. See, this is the thing, right? You can't get a squeaky clean person if you ain't a squeaky clean person. So I already knew my background won't come out. Hey, this dude's been away in the Fed. This dude, guess what? You can't relate to me if you ain't had no background. So you teaching me how to handle something I never had because dude ain't gonna openly speak any type of way to me. But guess what? He been in a world where he get backlash, media backlash all his life. So that's his.
Okay, I did want to tell you, like, to switch to 90 days out, but when you do switch it out, I do have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, like, really good stuff. What do you mean? We already talked about last week switching up days. We've been talking about that, so why are you saying wow? No, I called.
Okay, because I'm letting you know now. Well, I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, I did want to tell you, like, to switch the 90 days out, but when you do switch them out, I do have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, like, really good stuff. What do you mean? We already talked about last week switching out the days. We've been talking about that, so why are you saying wow?
Yeah, because you hung up on me and called right into the building, and they called me to the floor to discuss the same thing I had already told you.
No, I called them to figure out when it would be, because even if you switch out the 90...
From you, because trust me, I don't jump on anybody's shit. I know a little bit background. Y'all understand? I'm a real tactical individual, man. I find out who people is and all that before I allow myself to be on it. It don't matter your platform. If you got certain qualifications and you stacked by certain people, I'm going to fuck with you. And got confirmation from you, because trust me, I don't jump on anybody's shit. I know a little bit background. Y'all understand? I'm a real tactical individual, man. I find out who people is and all that before I allow myself to be on it. It don't matter your platform. If you got certain qualifications and you stacked by certain people, I'm gonna fuck with you. And got confirmation from you, because I don't jump on anybody's shit.
Cook County are very fortunate to have Kim Fox and her professional staff at the helm of this criminal prosecution, and I am highly confident, extremely confident, that at the end of this journey, Rkelly will be convicted on multiple counts. Again, we began in April of last year. Earlier this month, we uncovered and recovered a videotape of over 40 minutes in length. We promptly brought it to the attention of Ms. Fox and others in her office. This tape leaves no question as to whether Rkelly is guilty of multiple sexual illegal acts against a 14-year-old girl. The tape was shot in the late 90s, approximately 1999. It depicts two separate scenes shot on two separate days within Mr. Kelly's residence at the time. The audio on the tape, it is clear. The video is far superior than the video that was used in connection with the 2008 trial. It is an entirely different video. Repeatedly on the video, both the victim and Mr. Kelly refer to the victim's age as being 14. That occurs in excess of 10 separate times on the video. Both the victim and Mr. Kelly can be heard referencing her age. It is clear that this young lady was 14 years of age during the time the video was shot. Mr. Kelly, throughout the video, stops what he's doing, stops his acts of sexual assault, and he proceeds to move the video camera and adjust the camera angle, zooming in, changing the direction of the shot, and things of that nature. So there's no question that he knew exactly what he was doing. At one time, or at one point in time on the video, in the first scene, it is clear that Mr. Kelly is having the victim watch another piece of pornography, which appears to be him with yet another young girl on a big screen television in the background. Repeatedly on the video, the young lady refers to Mr. Kelly as Daddy. The video depicts Mr. Kelly engaged in oral sex with the young victim, both receiving as well as giving, as well as vaginal intercourse and anal penetration. There are also instances of Mr. Kelly urinating on the young girl on the videotape. This video was turned over again to Ms. Fox and others in her office earlier this month, within days of our recovery of the tape. We are aware of 2 other tapes in existence, one of which we have recovered, the second of which we are in the process of recovering, and as soon as we do, we will be providing those tapes as well to Ms. Fox and others in her office.
Write all of these songs for y'all for 30 years. I'm just trying to relax in the blessing, you know what I'm saying? I don't take this for granted, man. I am very thankful for the gift God has given me, man. And for y'all to fight for me all these years, keeping my shit alive, man. Fuck that! Stupid ass shit!
Stand up tall, look him in the face and say, hey, who are you? Hey, I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that river way up high. Hey, I made it.
Because he's going to make it out of
it.
To you. And if you don't give them a piece, they'll find a way to get a piece of you, one way or the other. Man, I've been blackmailed 1 billion times in my career. Before the trial, during the trial, after the trial. I've been sued for stuff that, ridiculous things, you know. At one point in my life, I was an ATM machine, you know. Yeah. People just come up and just push whatever, and if it don't come out, they'll go tell somebody this, or they'll go run and say this and run and say that, you know. But I'm used to that. I'm you know, you don't get used to it. Let me take that back. I'm not used to it, but I'm used to the fact that I know that people will do this. Sometimes even your own, when you're
truth is team lies. And what is going on with Mr. Clary? So you can go on with your team truth and it's team lies. And your daughter was there a whole year before we even knew about what was going on with my daughter.
That's absolutely
and you didn't
correct.
do anything.
That's absolutely
and you didn't
correct.
do anything.
And you didn't do anything.
Their parents are cowards. I'm calling it like it is. They are cowards. And if they don't want to come forth, I'm calling them out.
Jim DeRogatis called and said, y'all need to do a press conference from Mr. Sylvester Kelly's house.
We're going to see what happens. Yeah. So I'm just informing everybody, this is Rkelly house, and this Savage.
And I said, which one? He said, the one that where the girls are being held. It wasn't the big house. So we went to the house. Whether Miss Kelly was there or not, we didn't know. But we was on the point of trying to see where those girls was, and we was going to hold a press conference in front of his front yard. It was me, my wife, and my 2 girls, and you had Ashanti there and her boyfriend.
Asante McGee, this woman right here with the braids, now that's her boyfriend behind her, and that they actually coached her on what to say and how to say it. And when you watch the press conference, guys, it does appear that Joycelyn Savage's father is coaching her on what to say.
Now, Mr. Clary was supposed to have been there. Mr. Clary wasn't there. I talked to Mr. Clary when I got back to the house, and Mr. Clary was doing some things on Twitter. He didn't come to the press conference. Like he said he was going to be there, but he did help on Twitter.
Your daughter was there a whole year before we even knew about what was going on with my daughter.
That's absolutely
and you didn't
correct.
do anything.
Up, Tim. So stop threatening people with, oh, this open investigation. Oh, you don't understand what's going on. I got lawyers. I got good lawyers. You got to worry about when you do understand this. It's falsifying documentation, lying, going under oath, and I could keep naming the shit that probably gonna come back to you. Go have a conversation with Greg. Tell him get ready for the wrath, cause y'all got a lot of defamation of characters and disrespect and threats. Tell him you got all types of threats. So, but then they put up this now that I better be careful and keep the savages. They gonna drop the tapes. Please drop the tapes, and I'm gonna show you the difference between me and everybody else. I'm gonna show you that recording somebody in the state of Atlanta, Georgia, is not legal. So
it's like just fun, really. We just hang out, sing.
I don't ever remember working.
Yeah, it's just like fun.
It seems like you had a lot of fun recording your album, but is there any song on the album that is your baby that you like more than others?
At Your Best.
At Your Best.
At Your Best, You Are Loved.
And that's what we're going to peek at today, right?
That's right.
Why that song?
Because I love the Isley Brothers, and I really admire them. They're very unique. Their sound is very unique. You can tell the Isley Brothers song right off. And when he brought it to me, I just fell in love with it from the first time, so that's why I love it.
Where'd the title of the album come from?
She's running around the studio one day with her friends, talking a lot of smack. Talking about age ain't nothing but a number, girl. I'm like, what you trying to say? So immediately I heard the song, and I called her back 15 minutes later, told her check this out. So we cut the track right then and there.
And for the record, you are how old?
That's a secret.
Women doesn't disclose her age.
Mentor for you, I guess.
Yeah, he is. He's my best friend, really. We've been knowing each other for around 3 years. And I met him before he came out with Born into the 90s. Through my manager, which is also his manager.
Right.
That's how we met. And I sang for him when I first met him. And a couple months later, we went to the studio and started working.
What was so special about her that you actually hooked up with her to actually, get that whole thing happening?
Well, I don't want to come off like she's big-headed, but all you have to do is take a look at her, and she's glowing. And that's what you have to have for someone like me to really want to break down and work with you or produce you or to be able to produce. Because if you're not glowing in some kind of way, I can't even touch you. And that's what Leah is doing. That's what she was doing when I first met her. She was glowing. She had that thing, that vibe.
I kind of just laid back and let him, kind of take control because he had the experience.
Right.
And of course the talent's there, but I learned a lot from him. So hopefully around the second album, I'll be able to pull out a little input. My parents always told me, and I sung a lot with my mom, but when I heard other people's views, and everyone else was telling me that I could sing, is when I really realized I had a great voice. Really, my parents always told me, but parents, they love their kids too.
They don't tell you anything.
You have a great support system, and your dad travels with you and your brother.
My family's with me most of the time. My manager is my uncle, so he's been in the business for a while, so having him, helped a lot in getting a lot of things done because he had a lot of connections. Well, you have to grow up quickly in this business because you have to, know when not to go somewhere, know when to go back to the hotel or whatever. But, my mom travels with me a lot, and my dad and my brother, so having them around helped me a lot. And going on my age, I wanted them to really accept me as an artist and just enjoy.
Netflix killed Blockbuster. Uber killed taxi cabs. And now there's a new income app that's...
I wanted them to really accept me as an artist and just enjoy the music. And, everybody's asking me, how old are you? And they know I'm young, I'm in my teens, but I made it a fact that I wasn't going to tell and keep it a secret. And now, I just had a birthday. I just turned 16. So I'm telling people now.
We've got the scoop.
I'm 16, so I was really geeked about my sweet 16. So I'm telling people now, but they've accepted me, and my album's been very successful, so that's why I don't mind saying it now. That song can relate to a lot of people. Like if you fall in love with someone older, or if an older person falls in love with someone younger, it's really everyone can relate to it, not just one group of people. And of course, because we knew when I came out that age would be, you know,
the big thing,
an issue.
This past year, you wrapped filming for Queen of the Damned, the Anne Rice novel. Yeah. And you finished your third album, and you also signed on to star in the next 2 Matrix sequels. How many hours do you have in a day?
Oh, it's a lot of work. It really is. You know, now that I have, you know, dual careers, it's double the workload. But I'm really enjoying it. You know, this is what I've wanted since I was a little girl. And, you know, living a dream on being original and being unique. And I stay up on what's going on in music, you know, what's hot and all of that. But I don't like to, I won't let things influence me to stray from what I want to do, you know. And the team that I work with is very creative and very innovative, and we're always challenging ourselves to do something new, you know. I'm like, with this album, we have to dig deep and maybe sing about things, talk about things we haven't talked about before, or maybe, you know, we'll use an instrument on this track. I self-titled this album because I feel it really reflects me. It's, like I said before, it's a mature album. It's, even with my vocals, you feel the growth, you know what I mean? My signature style still remains, but with some songs I use a little bit more power, a little bit more depth, because I feel that that's what that song called for. And I just want people to really feel who I am as a young adult now, and I really feel that does come across.
These were some old clips that I had to dig down.
So
they're gonna always be rumors, and there's a whole lot of rumors going on.
So the Axe to Grind would be based on business, not personal.
Well, it was business. The relationship was business, and then it became personal. Situation with that is, you know, Sparkle. I did an album for her. She got some success off of it, and her next album, she wanted somebody else to produce it with me, and I just didn't agree with that. I felt like if this one is successful, then the next one's going to be successful, and that's just not the way I'm doing business. It's just bring in other producers. I'm the producer in that, and this is what I do. I'm gonna produce you. The first one was successful, and I feel this is gonna be successful. It became a big deal. I mean, it became a really big deal, and where it was just some bad blood between us, and she didn't like it, and she left the company, signed with someone else, and then that person who she wanted to produce produced her. It didn't work out. She became really mad, really angry, and it's just been downhill ever since. So Sparkle, I would say, has a lot of reasons right now to be mad at me.
Do you believe that those reasons are turning into these accusations?
I really do believe in my heart it has something to do with it, yeah.
Let me ask you about career. You put out an album, Best of Both Worlds, with Jay-Z. Highly anticipated. People said the sales would be through the roof. We have seen sales, while good, not what anyone anticipated. When Ron Isley mentioned you at the Soul Train Awards, there were boos in the audience. Are you concerned about your career?
I'm very concerned about my career, but most of all, I'm concerned about my life, because the career is after that, and that's what I should have seen in the beginning. In the beginning, I didn't see it. It was the career. It was Rkelly. It was the bling bling. It was the women, the clubs. But now I'm looking at my life here. You know, I'm a human being. I have a life here to protect. Of course, I care about what people think about me, what they think about my music. I love my fans, love my music, but this is a bit more important than the music career, you know, and I love my career. Everybody know I love music, but I'm trying to protect my life right now.
Can you, and I hear that, and I'm not trying to minimize, but do you believe your career is stunted from this point on? Can you recover it all? We saw accusations against Michael Jackson, and while his career still thrives, it's not what it was prior to the accusations. Do you believe that you're hurt from this point on?
Well, I like to think positive. I like to say that, you know, once people see that I'm not a monster like people out there saying I am. I'm not a monster. I'm not out here doing the things that people are saying I'm doing. But at the same time, I'm not a perfect guy. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be an angel either. You know, I said earlier, I got things in my life that I'm dealing with. That's why I'm working with the Reverend Pastor Meeks right now. But And I'm trying to just clear a lot of things up with my life. Get from around the people that I used to be around. You know, stop hanging around the same environment and just, you know, and get into a more positive light, even with my music. And I hope that people would see that, and I hope that they would, you know, understand that.
Hey, look at all those movies, huh?
You think I could be a movie star, Carl?
Can you act?
Oh, I could act like a movie star. This isn't imported water. You call this a health spa?
I've been through in my way past to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding...
That's stupid, guys.
I didn't...
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.